One of the things I'm most proud of is our mental health department, where we provide low-cost counseling to special needs individuals and their families. During times like this is something that everyone can use.
Hi, everybody! Welcome back to another character drawing class with me, Avivah, your art director from the Ed Asner Family Center. Woo, 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 woo. Look where I am! I am in, wow, I think it's very like San Francisco-esque, like the area that they live in. I don't exactly remember. Oh, we are doing Bob's Burgers today. We are doing specifically Louise Belcher, the youngest of all of the little children in the Belcher family. Yeah, I don't know what area they live in, but just like guessing from these long, tall, duplexy kind of buildings, I'm assuming it's like a San Francisco-y kind of area. But regardless of that, I'm so excited to do this character today. Bob's Burgers is like my go-to stress reliever. I'm feeling down. Bob's Burgers. I'm like angry and I need to like take my mind off of something. Bob's Burgers. So like I think right now during this time with like the election and everything else happening right now, let's get some Bob's Burgers on our mind and let's just draw these super cute characters. She's like all of the characters on the show are so unique to that show specifically. They have these beautiful long bodies, but because beautiful is the right word, but they have these like necks that can join with their face, just like one long double chin. And I just think it's so funny. And some of their facial expressions. Today with Louise, we're like not going super detailed with her expression, just her like natural resting face, but watch the show. It is so hilarious. I have never laughed harder with some of these episodes. I really relate too, because some of the siblings remind me so much of my brother Wolfie and Eddie. Like you just gotta watch. If you know my family, watch it and you'll understand why you're like, oh, I understand why people love this show so much. All right, enough of that. You came here to draw. Let's draw. So I have pencils today, like always. Make sure you have an eraser. Come on, I'm just telling you everything you know. I'm sure you're prepared. I'm sure you've got everything you've got. And you know what? If you're just here to like watch me draw, I understand that too. I love just like sitting down and watching someone draw. It's very relaxing. Or if you don't want to draw Bob's Burgers, just grab a piece of paper and doodle along with me. I always love a good drawing buddy. Okay, so I've got my pencil. I got a nice blank piece of paper and a nice flat surface. I always used to like draw anywhere I could, but all of my pictures would be so lumpy. So try and find a nice flat space or grab a nice book and put that right underneath for a good flat space. But let's get into it today, okay? So I am going to start with my let's take this back. Thank you. I am doing like kind of more of like a portrait, like straight up and down piece. Like I say, if you want to try and make like the whole family or some other characters that are in the show, try and go for a horizontal look and place her where you'd want her to be in their family. Since I'm only doing Louise, I'm just going to be using up my whole piece of paper. So as Louise is super simple. She has very smooth lines, very symmetrical on both sides. That makes it so much easier for us as we draw, because we just know that whatever we put on one side is going to be the exact same on the other side. So let's jump into it, okay? So what we're going to do is I am going to start with her head, all right? So I am just going to start at the top of my page, but since she has these nice long bunny ear hat situation, I'm going to leave some space for that. So to the top, we're going to start with a nice kind of ovally round circle the head, and I am leaving space on the bottom. Another way that you can start, instead of working from the head, you could start from the neck, because see, her neck is really just two tiny straight lines about an inch apart. So I'm making two straight lines here, and then just very slowly curving my line to connect with that original balloony kind of shape. Right now we've got like one of those airhead dudes. You know what I'm talking about? Those commercials. All right. I don't know why I say it like that. Like you guys can actually respond back to me, but I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. All right. So there we go. A nice balloon shaped head. Let me bring it. Oh, we have a question. Wait, can you move the mouse so I can see it? Oh, do you ever show how to draw, what does it say, Don Bluth characters or Fletcher? You know what? I am not familiar with those characters, but I love to hear any ideas you guys would have for any other classes. So I'd be happy to look them up. And I'm pretty good at just like figuring out how to draw things and helping other people. So I'd love to look those up, and maybe we can do that for our next class. That's a good idea. I love hearing your guys' ideas. But getting back to Louise, we have our nice balloony shape here. And what we're going to do is to get started on our hat, because once we have our hat, we can kind of work our way in to the face features. So hopefully you can see this balloony shape. I'm going to just go across the top of her forehead with a nice, straight, slightly curved line. Now I'm just cutting off that little part. Make sure that your lines come down about the same. Remember, you want it to be pretty symmetrical. So here I'm just erasing that top round part of her head, and I am just going to be curving around, and you can get detailed. If you see on mine original, it like has like it has a slight curve that comes in, but if for her hat, but we could just kind of have it go straight across just to keep it simple here. So just across the head, I am going to be coming down and curving right underneath where her jawline would be if she had a jawline, and making this little loop here, just like that. So let me just show you what I made, just so you can see a little bit better. I made this half of her hat here, and then you're going to just do the same thing on the other side. Kind of looks like a little short haircut. And her hair is short, but it's tucked in. I don't think Louise is very much of like cares about her style that much. I think she has her clothes that make her feel safe. All right. Sorry about that, guys. We had a little bit of a technical difficulties with the Wi-Fi, but we're back. Hopefully you guys can see me. If you're watching, you could give us a little thumbs up just to make sure that you can see everything that's going on. Hope you don't miss anything. I didn't go through any other steps while we were turned off, but hopefully you can still see where I'm at right now. I just did her first bunny ear, and now I'm going to move on to the second one, just curving it up and bringing it back down, just like that. Two nice bunny ears. And if you notice, to give some texture, you want to just add like maybe like 3 diagonal lines, and that just kind of shows that it's fabric. Maybe it's like a fluffy fabric. It gives it the texture that we're kind of missing with usually these like cartoons that are kind of solid colors. There we go. Okay, so now that we've got the basic shape of her hat, I just like adding 2 little loopies down here to the bottom of her hat. You see those little lines that I just made? And then finally, we can do her hair now. So she's got these 2 little pieces of hair that curve in from the corners. So 2 curved lines on the corners for her little curtain side bangs, or I think just hair that's tucked in slightly. And right near the neck, you could not cut the neck off, but basically cut the neck off the curved line where the dress starts. And we are just going to add in 2 little hair loops here. And her hair kind of curves out. You can really see the mom coming out, like the similarities that she has with Linda, her mom, because they both have very similar hairstyles, but she's hidden hers slightly behind her hair. So you see it looks like 2 little bird wings behind her neck. Alrighty. And those are going to be colored in black. So I'm just going to color these black just so you can get an idea of where the darkness is in our drawing today. Okay. All right. So now we've got her hair. We've got her hat. We've got her head shape. Now we can do the best part, her face features, or my personal best part. Maybe your favorite part was the hat. Let me know in the comments what your favorite part of drawing a character is. All right. So now for her mouth, it's actually very high up in her face. So we're going to go about an inch away from the neck. And we're just going to do a slightly curved smile. And it goes pretty far across her face, almost touching her cheeks, but not quite. Just like that. Oh, I made it a little lopsided. Make sure those corners curve up slightly because she's mischievous. Louise is a very trickster, she's a very big trickster. And so you want to make her look a little bit devious. Underneath her mouth is like this little tiny curved line. That kind of shows that she's got lips. She's not just like one of those emojis with a flat smile. All right, a little underlip. And then right above, she has a little U-shaped nose. So just above the mouth like that, U-shape. And then to the sides of the nose are 2 nicely sized oval-y looking eyes, just like that. And one to the other side. And I loved when I looked up online, I never really fully looked up close to Louise, but I love even on the wiki page, the picture of Louise, her eyes are not the same size. They're a little bit wonky. And I love that in cartoons when they're not super precise. There's always something a little bit off. Okay. Now that we have those 2 ovals, all you're going to do is 2 little dots in the middle. In the show, the eyes are really not super detailed. It's really just 2 ovals and a circle in the middle, little dot. And then it might be a little hard because the camera is a little bit far away to see, but I'll bring it up close. You're going to add 4 little eyelashes on the top, on both eyes, obviously. And then coming out from our little hair loopies is 2 slightly curved eyebrows. Just like that. See? Some eyelashes, some eyebrows. And then my favorite little detail, even though I feel like I say that for all of them, I just love this character in general, but she is going to have that little double chin mark. So a little tiny curved line right where the neck starts. I guess that might not be a double. Oh, you know what? It might just be the line that differentiates the neck from the head. But I like to think of it as one long continuous head. I think it's so funny looking. I'll show you that just so you can see. Nice little chin mark. All right. Now the easy part. We got through the hard part. It's only going to be downhill, uphill from here. That always confuses me. Uphill is good. I hate walking up hills. I feel like that would be like the bad one. Okay, so now we are going to make a nice triangle shape that comes from her little neck part here. We've already made that little line, and to kind of separate the neck from the dress, I made a little curved line here. 2 nice straight lines coming down diagonal. You don't want her dress to be too long, so I'm just going to cut it here and make a little wiggly line across. I think that just shows that she's got a little bit of like a ruffle to the bottom of her dress. So this is what I've got so far. Nice little triangle dress. And now, I guess before we do the arms, I'll move on to the legs because we're already down here. Why not? We're going to make 2 kind of wide, like her legs are kind of far apart from each other. So we're going to make 2 lines coming down over here and 2 lines coming down over here. And then a nice curved line on the top on both feet. And then a straight line across and connecting it there. And that's an easy way to make a little foot. And then she's got these cute little Mary Jane shoes on, little slip-on black shoes. So right near the toe, you're going to make a half circle for the little toe part that's peeking out, and then just connecting it around for the top part of the shoe. So let me show you how that looks there. See how I made a little tiny circle here and then connected it around for the ankle. And we're almost done here. We're just going to finish off with the arms. I'm just erasing this little top bit. And I'm just going to curve those. She doesn't have much of a shoulder, so we're just going to swoop it out slightly, bring it out, and bring it in for the sleeve. Curving it out slightly, coming down, bringing it back in, just like that. Nice little t-shirt. I'm leaving those lines there to make it show that her arms are slightly hidden behind her dress. All right, and then finishing it off with her hands. So we're just going to be bringing the arm down and making 4 little fingers and then erasing the dress slightly so we can have the thumb coming over her dress a little bit. Okay, let's do the same thing on the other side. Coming down, 4 little fingers with the thumb coming over the dress. My right hand is a little wonky, but you guys get the idea. Here is our Louise. She's so cute. And let me bring this one up a little bit closer to you guys so you can see the colors that you're going to be needing today. So a nice green for her dress, a nice hot pink for her hat, and black for her shoes and hair, and a nice kind of like peachy tan color for her skin color. And there you have it. There's our Louise. So much fun, super simple. And like I say always, if this wasn't super simple for you, that's okay, because you've got plenty of tries. And if it's getting frustrating for you, that's okay too, because you can totally leave, take a break, and come back and look at it from a new set of eyes. Because I always think that just stepping away from your art for a second and just coming back after you have a little bit of a break will do like the world of difference for yourself. You know, it'll really help you out. When I used to teach preschoolers, and sometimes they would get so frustrated and they'd be like, I can't make Batman the way that I want to make Batman. And, you know, taking a break is important. Know when you need to separate yourself from the situation that you're in and take care of yourself, and know that it's okay to get frustrated, and it's hard for everyone. But that's going to be it for today, okay? I had so much fun once again drawing with you guys. Next week, I hope to see you guys again. I'm going to look up those characters that you told me to draw. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. If you have any ideas for our next class or our next few classes, you can email me at aviva@edasnerfamilycenter.org. And yeah, that's going to be all. Also, come join us on Saturdays for my arts and crafts class that is virtual. And I also host a Sunday painting class. And Wednesdays, we have music and art with Avivah and Judy. And it's so much fun. And I really, really want to see you guys. So come take a break from your everyday kind of madness and stress and just come get creative. And let's have some fun, okay? I'll see you guys next week. Goodbye.
We know we ask a lot from our patron and support network, and we are always so grateful for your generosity. In these challenging times, it's even harder to raise the funding we need to serve our community and achieve our goals. So we're always looking for new ways to maintain our revenue without adding additional burdens to our supporters. Today, we're excited to share a great opportunity that can really help our community and requires no additional out-of-pocket from you. We've partnered with the Liberty Company Insurance Brokers and their Liberty Cares program. Liberty Cares is simple. You already make monthly payments for your insurance needs, whether it's auto, home, or for your business. For every line of insurance you move to Liberty, they will donate 25% of the commissions they receive on your policies back to our cause. And under this special partnership arrangement, that donation will come to us again and again every year you keep your policy with Liberty. Often, you'll be able to move your insurance into this program simply by signing one form. It's that easy. The Liberty Company is one of the nation's largest insurance brokers, and they've won a number of recognitions for their excellent operations and workplace culture, so you can rest assured that you will be well taken care of. If you would like to learn more about how this new partnership with Liberty can help turn your insurance dollars into much-needed funds for our community, please visit libertycompany.com/libertycares or shoot them an email at libertycares@libertycompany.com. And please be sure to let them know that you're part of our community so that they will credit the benefit of your policies back to our organization. Your ongoing support is much appreciated, so thank you in advance.